Well, it turns out that when it comes to weddings, which I obviously know so much about, there's a major generational shift happening right now.
Listen up to this.
I am.
Right.
Millennials, now aged 30 to 45, I just miss out, have always embraced theatrics, opting for maximum extravaganza in order to entertain their guests. But now, Gen Z, the generation in their 20s, is spending their money and time more meaningfully.
Now, it turns out younger couples are now planning their nuptials with intention, focusing on how their guests feel, as opposed to simply putting on a grand show. So to break it all down for us, celebrity event planner Diane Curry from DK Events stages the most beautiful weddings. Welcome to the morning show.
Thanks for having me.
Explain this change, Diane.
Okay, well, I'm a millennial bride, so I can talk from, experience. Millennials were so extra. We were just told, we were given the handbook, the traditional checklist, and we were told this is how you do things. So I had the bomboniers. They were dust collectors. I had 500 people that my parents told me to invite. There was just so many things, and we went through that checklist and we did things because we were told, and it was all about the show. It was a spectacle. Whereas Gen Z, I feel like they've just taken a step back and gone, do we actually need this? Is this important to us? I haven't seen this person. Do I really want them at my wedding? Like, think about it. Do I want them? So I'm only having 80 people, the last people I've seen in the last year. They're more intentional. They've got more purpose in their decision making. So it's actually quite refreshing.
Yeah, probably more intimate.
How do you feel about that take that Gen Z are saying that millennial weddings are just too over the top and filled with spectacle? Being a wedding planner and someone who knows all about what it is to create a spectacle,
I think it's quite refreshing. I think it's quite wise. I think it's nice. I'm here, sometimes people think wedding planners are here to create flowers in a room and a spectacle, but no, we're here to create the love story. So for me, it's just so nice that these clients, the Gen Z, are thinking about what they want and we're making that connection for them, and it's more meaningful. I think they've just grown up in an era where they've seen everything, and we thought they were going to try and chomp the millennials, but if anything, they've just gone, we want to look back and not just be a trend.
But partly, do you think that is because money is tighter? Cost of living.
Yeah.
They've actually had to sit down and go, you know what, we can't afford the butterflies and the doves and all of the extra things.
Yeah, cost of living has definitely played a part, but I think they're just wiser. They're just thinking about things. They're spending less but more per guest. So less numbers but more per guest. They want it to be all about the experience.
Let's have a look at one of your beautiful weddings. This is a Gen Z wedding. Talk us through what makes it different, I guess, to a millennial wedding.
Okay, so this is a great example. So this was a family wedding for Navarra Venues. They've been around forever. And when we did Sabrina's wedding, she's a Gen Z, her conversation was, I don't want to get lost in the flowers. I want it to feel like a restaurant. So you can see over there, food was a talking point, but almost European, all about the experience. It was we used the outdoor setting on the bay. It was spectacular. So rather than just having a room full of flowers, and there you can see the amazing photo booth that people got to experience. Tiramisu was a cake, not the traditional wedding cake. So Gen Z is breaking tradition, keeping traditions that mean something, but also putting money towards things that mean more to them.
Okay, so prioritising food. Very handy, though, when your family has resorts. Just saying, when it comes to staging a wedding. You've been doing this for over a decade, so we're going to ask, what are you predicting for Australian weddings, coming up, say, this spring, this summer? What do you think we're going to see?
The energy. It's going to be all about the energy, the European style. So we're going to see a lot more outdoor weddings. We're going to see people winding back the clock, doing earlier time slots, so outdoor lunches for weddings, a slow social pace, musicians, cocktail hour. I think it's more about enjoying more the experience of people that you love and great music, great food.
And colour themes? What are we...
Oh, the colours, yes. I can't wait to see for fashion. I think everyone's always using neutrals. I think people are not going to be afraid to use colour, and colours like chocolate brown, merlot, olive, which we think are winter, people will start using it in spring, summer, and they'll have like the butter lemon, the powder blue through their tablescapes in fashion. It will be really exciting times.
Got it, Diane. Powder blue and butter lemon.
Yes.
Okay,
take note.
That down.
Any reason why you're taking notes?
No, just curious. Just curious.
Curious.
I'm obviously an expert here, so you'd be crazy not to take the advice.
That's right.
Diane, thanks so much.
Thank you.